Ordinary people, elderly people who live alone, sometimes go for days without talking to anyone. Everyone knows that you've had a loss, that someone's died. No one is aware of loneliness. I've just turned 85, and I've been a journalist, or was a journalist until recently, for 63 years. Before that, I was a police officer. Before that, I was in the RAF regiment in Germany. Before that, I was a young schoolboy who left school at 14 in Nottingham.
Well,
That's after a heavy lunch.
That's me usually.
Experience with loneliness, yes, it's well, it started as a very personal thing, of course, when my wife Christine passed away 3 years ago. Very traumatic circumstances. She was an English girl, but we met by happy accident. It's love at first sight. We were never apart. We were married within months and were together for 44 years. She was a financial benefits officer for councils. Then when she retired, she became a charity worker.
That's lovely.
That was it. Oh, that's the wedding day, of course.
Oh.
Consequently, I was in shock virtually for almost a year. I wasn't aware then of loneliness. At that point, I was in shock. I was in physical shock for it. On the New Year's Day the following year, I had this black, dark dog of a day on New Year's Day, and I didn't want to go on any further. I didn't want to be here. It becomes just painful. It's a physical pain, it's a hurt. It's almost like a wound. There's no self-cure for it. But suddenly it was almost as though I had a message from Christine. She said, "You can't do this to yourself. You're hurting yourself. I'm in a better place. Don't think about me. Don't worry about me." That was a turning point, actually. That was what we come to know in bereavement as acceptance. When you accept the fact that your loved one has gone and won't be coming back. Until that point, it's denial. You're denying death. And that's when loneliness became evident. I became aware that, finally I became aware that I was alone. Till then I wasn't. That's my firstborn. Dominic is now 37.
Yeah.
There they are. And that's Jonathan, the younger one.
So, how many years apart is it?
Just two years, yes. See, I think I make the point here, there's various levels of loneliness. That is extreme. Everyone knows that you had a loss, that someone's died. No one is aware of loneliness. I would delight in asking a very elderly lady, "Tell me about your wedding day." Something like that. And all the other ladies would perk up. Oh, and suddenly you have a long conversation about their various wedding days, the happy events of their lives. Then the brain ticks in again, because after a while it stultifies. Something like this conversation would make someone respond, because they'd be thinking about it, you see, hopefully.
Great outfit there.
That dates me. That's my golfing outfit too.
Love it.
Wouldn't happen today.
No.
When I finally regained some sort of composure, I wrote a book about her. I didn't anticipate the therapy it would bring to me. And when I'd finished the book, my son Jonathan said, "Don't stop now. Find something else to do. You must find another project, do something else." And by chance, I read about the campaign to end loneliness, but it was another project for me, you see. Great therapy. It's called the Great Therapy. It has been life-affirming for me. I know that Christine would be delighted.